A book that should not exist. This is its story. A name that feels like a warning. Necronomicon. The very sound of it makes the skin tighten and the air grow still. Some say it's a key to unlock forgotten doors. Others say it's a trap for the curious and unwary. Whispered in hushed tones, in shadowed libraries, across crackling fires, it promises knowledge humanity was never meant to possess. This is the story of that book, of its many shadows, of the unsettling space it occupies between fiction and fact, not born in an archive, but in a writer's mind. H.P. Lovecraft, an Arab named Abdul al-Hazred, said to wander deserts, delving into forbidden lore. In the 8th century, al-Hazred wrote of dark cosmic knowledge. Lovecraft named it Necronomicon. In his tales, it held alien laws. It taught words that could twist the mind. It spoke of ancient, slumbering gods, dreaming beneath the cold, dark sea, waiting to reclaim a world once theirs. For many, that was the end. Fiction, a literary device, a prop to bind tales together. But the idea escaped the page. Curiosity took root. People began searching the real world. Writers, artists, collectors. Rumors spread like wildfire. Some claimed authentic copies. Others whispered of potent curses. The book walked from story into rumor. The search is a journey into ambiguity. No major library has verified a genuine historical copy as Lovecraft described. That absence fuels the mystery. The line between invention and inspiration blurs. We are left with fragments, echoes, a name with its own power. A puzzle with the key piece missing. Did that piece ever exist, or is the empty space the point? First, the name itself is a curious construction. It appears to be a blend of Greek words, nekros, nomos, icon. Interpreted variously, most commonly, an image of the law of the dead. Lovecraft claimed it meant Book of the Laws of the Dead. The name sounds ancient and authoritative, yet it has no clear precedent before Lovecraft. Others describe a lingering sense of being watched. Others notice strange coincidences in their lives. Many accounts share symbolic imagery, bizarre geometric patterns, visions of cyclopean, non-Euclidean architecture. While dismissible as suggestion, the consistency among strangers is compelling for some. More tangible, artifacts. Archaeologists have found carvings and ruins that vaguely resemble the myth. A strange carving on a jungle stone. A peculiar pattern on a pottery shard. Believers say this proves Lovecraft tapped an ancient tradition. Skeptics call it pattern recognition, imposing myth on unrelated finds. The truth hangs in half-light, where interpretation outweighs proof. The most widely accepted and rational explanation for the Necronomicon is that it is pure fiction. This theory posits that H.P. Lovecraft, a brilliant but troubled author, invented the book entirely from his own imagination. He needed a powerful symbol of forbidden knowledge to anchor his universe of cosmic horror, and the Necronomicon served this purpose perfectly. It was a narrative device, a recurring motif that connected his stories and created a sense of a larger hidden world operating just beyond human perception. According to this view, every detail, the mad poet Abdul al-Hazred, the book's supposed history of translations bannings, was a carefully crafted element of his literary world-building. In this framework, the book's power is not magical, but psychological. A second, more nuanced theory suggests that the Necronomicon is not a single, real book, but rather a composite, a synthesis of genuine ancient texts. Lovecraft, an avid reader of history and mythology, did not invent his lore from whole cloth. He wove disparate threads of ancient knowledge into a single, fictional tapestry, a symbolic name for a hidden stream of esoteric thought, powerful pre-human entities, incantations to influence reality, the danger of knowledge that overwhelms the mind. He condensed these elements into a single, potent symbol, the Necronomicon. A third major theory sees the later phenomenon as deliberate hoaxes and performance art. One famous example is the Simon Necronomicon, a blend of Sumerian motifs and Lovecraftian names. Skeptics call it a clever forgery, designed to feel authentically ancient. A commercial product capitalizing on a popular myth. Others treat such books as performance art, testing belief and community. So we end where we began. We are left with a name, a whisper, a shadow. The Necronomicon sits at the blurred edge of what we can know and what we can only imagine. If you were to find such a book, resting in the dust of a forgotten attic, its pages filled with a script you almost understood, what would you do? Would you open its cover and risk everything you think you know? Or leave it closed, turn your back, and walk away into the safety of the fog?